And maybe this is a good place to talk about this, but Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful just tweeted out that Powerhouse Hobbs' contract is expected to expire at midnight, and believed to be a free agent that may be making his AEW exit.
And that will tie in because out of nowhere, they made this trios title match for Collision, which is being taped as we speak. And I think there would be a pretty safe assumption that the Ops will be losing those trios belts.
Yeah, getting that one last match in there before, again, like part of the interesting nature of these sort of January contracts. But we're getting a lot of shuffling, it seems, in the professional wrestling world at this time.
What would you see as Hobbs? Do you see like WWE being a path that you could see him having a lot of success in if that is what he is looking toward? To me, this is a very easy WWE or AEW option. That
the answer is yes, and by having Ricky Starks in NXT, that is a perfect combination, isn't it? You know,
maybe this is our ladder match winner.
You're right. Like I wouldn't rule that out. That's not crazy at all. I think a great way to shake up NXT would be that pairing. I mean, I think Starks is going to win, but with Hobbs by his side, it reunites the two of them, and I think like it creates a pretty strong pairing for NXT. I think he'll excel in WWE. They love their big men. You can argue has been very underutilized in AEW. You know, he is a talent that I think I don't know. You saw where he was maybe like 3 years ago. You'd think he'd probably be at a higher place right now. I think he certainly showed some sparks, but I mean, there were always better options than him, unfortunately, within the company.
What if he comes in as a descendant of Luke Hobbs? The Rock's
do they own the rights to the Luke Hobbs name? I wonder.
Probably not.
Do they have a Shaw in NXT that they can?
I know. I was thinking about that. Maybe they'll rename him Powerhouse Shaw.
I don't know about that.
William Hobbs.
Hobbs and Saint. No,
maybe we'll see.
Okay.
See what the AEW reunion photo looks like in a couple of months if that's the case.
Out of spite, they will push him strong. I bet.
Out of like pure like
out of talent.
Like they should be using this guy. I think there's a lot to tap into with Powerhouse Hobbs. Who we are not going to see on this show are any members of the Rascalz who have signed with AEW, which Fightful reported just before it was announced on AEW. It's all four of them: Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, Desmond Xavier, and Myron Reed as well. Although in Fightful's report, it notes that Myron Reed was more than willing to finish out this commitment. He was scheduled to face Leon Slater on this show for the X Division title, and TNA has just stopped advertising that, and there is the thought that Leon Slater could end up, I mean, SmackDown's going to be in London on Friday, that Slater could be over there in, well, we will see. We will see if he shows up this week, but they have not been advertising that match all week long.
Yeah. With the way these contracts work, ending in January, I mean, you often run into these sort of things that kind of make the producers of the show kind of sloppy to not have some of this stuff figured out ahead of time. But maybe that's just the nature of how their companies are structured.
The graphic is showing the Rascalz are coming soon, and this got a sizable pop from the crowd when this was revealed. So they were there at the show. Possible that they were brought out on Collision, although I hope that they build up this arrival a little bit, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of conversation about their status ahead of this, due to this whole Leon Slater, Myron Reed situation. And I mean, this feels like the right time to announce something like this, just to generate a bit of buzz. I think a bit of a rare instance of a talent that were featured on NXT over the past year, eventually ending up with AEW rather than, the other way around. It seems. And so I'm really excited. I think they're a tremendous fit for AEW. They're all incredible talents. Interesting that the four of them are coming in and seeing how they'll split them up, because obviously, the trios division is perfect for the three of them, for any of the three combinations. But then you also have potential.
There's the argument you could have just gone with them on like Collision, and they beat the outgoing Hobbs on the way in, and just establish these guys. They're the centerpiece of the trios division. That's, it's kind of dangerous sometimes when you put the belts on them immediately. But in this instance, like, I don't think it'd be the worst idea. These guys should come out there and do trios matches, and they could do the Freebird rule with the four of them.
I guess contractually they're signed, so they're
free and clear to do anything from this point on. I do hope I don't know if they'll directly lift like the promo spots that they would do in TNA and NXT, but I hope it's not just like they need those kind of profiles. I think to get these personalities across, and not like, I hope that's an aspect that they bring with these guys.
Me too.
Are we sure there isn't a third show coming with the announcement of the Rascalz coming in? I guess with the expansion of the roster. There is no cap on the roster in AEW, or for that matter, WWE either. They are just going to expand more and more.
Yeah, well, I think the show, look, no matter how bloated you may figure the roster is, I think the show still needs a level of turnover, and it still needs a constant stream of exciting new talents to feature, right? And unfortunately, that just means other talents aren't going to get as much screen time. So sorry, Skyflight. I don't know if like beyond this, like you might be on Collision for the next little while when more and more talented guys come in. But if you're Tony, like, you look at the talents and you think if they're a particular good fit for the roster that you do have, and I think even as four, they are a great package together,
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think that's a great pickup for them, getting all four of them. The tag division needs a shot in the arm. Do you see the Rascalz getting pushed strong out of the gate? Yes to that last question. And I think that it will benefit the trios division as well, which is less of a division than champions and the makeshift team that we can find. Like, those trios belts have almost been out of circulation for a lot of the last couple of months, and the Rascalz are someone that can be put in here. Like, I like the idea of these tag teams that also have like a third person that you can kind of have these divisions.
They have a fourth person. So
they're already like
they might expand.
We have two new tag teams represented by the Rascalz. That is,
I want to see them add 10 more members so they can challenge the Don Callis family. Can you imagine imagine that smoke session.
Maybe we're going to get a Don Callis family belt in the new year. Maybe that'll be introduced.
Maybe. I think they're going to fit in really strong, and I think they have stronger personalities than Skyflight. I think they have stronger personalities than Jet Speed. So for that reason alone, I could see them already getting over really well, provided they have the support from production, of course. But in ring, they're like top shelf, so they'll fit in really well.
This is one where it's more so on AEW to really showcase that, because we have seen what they can do in those like out of the ring segments that to me were very key to getting them over, both in TNA and in NXT.
Sure.
Throughout the month of January, you have the chance to lock in your subscription at the Post Wrestling Cafe for all of 2026 before the price increase takes effect February the 1st. Simply sign up before February 1st and you will lock in that price all year long. If that's not enough, this month we have the annual Best and Worst of show as we get together with the Poison Rana crew to look back at 2025. We're also doing live watch-alongs of the Royal Rumbles from 1990 and 1995 with Brandon from New Jersey, a retrospective on the Tanahashi-Okada rivalry, plus reaction to Wrestle Kingdom 20, a review of TNA's debut on AMC, and much more, including TNA Genesis, UFC 324. It's all found at postwrestlingcafe.com.